104.5 The Team, Levack here with you. We are joined by our favorite ESPN radio sportscaster, the man, the myth, the legend, Guilderland native, Mark Kestecher. Kesty, you're there last night. What was the vibe like when Alabama brings home their 10th title?
Wow, Levack, it's good to be on with you, and it was pretty amazing. Our broadcast location was on the side of the field right behind the Alabama bench, so, we got a perfect look at all the guys who don't get to play, but, were there right in front of us the whole time, jumping up, celebrating, high-fiving, and then the fans behind us going nuts. And, look, when you get to this stage and you put together a 7-year run like they have, you start feeling like there's an entitlement. We belong here. And, there was some of that feeling because the Clemson fans were really excited, and 1981 had been forever ago. But there's no doubt they enjoyed it. The party went through the night, and I'm sure will continue through the off season.
Kesty, when the mood changed for me watching at home when that onside kick comes off the field with under 11 minutes left in the game. What was it like in the stadium?
Yeah, I mean, what a surprise! Everybody was just mind-boggled. First of all, great timing, great execution. Definitely a gamble in a tied game, and if you don't get it, Clemson gets great field position. I'm sure we're talking about a whole different story, even though that turned out to be a crazy fourth quarter. It was a momentum changer, but there was still a long way to go. But it was everyone looked at each other like, "Wow, Nick Saban, you pulled that off." No one really saw that coming from him. That kind of gambling type of play. And he had the biggest smile that I've ever seen him flash on the field at any time, and that turned out to be a huge play.
While running through an airport, Mark Kestecher helps us out here, at Mark Kestecher on Twitter. Deshaun Watson, the story was he had to be Vince Young good to give Clemson a shot. Where do you rank his performance?
That was very remarkable. For all the stats and what he threw for 404, which was the most yardage in a championship bowl game in the era of the championship game. To me, the lasting memory is the arm he has. That's the first time I saw Clemson live. I've seen him on TV a bunch of times, but just to see his demeanor, which is cool and calm, pretty remarkable for I think he's 20 now, but a sophomore. But just his arm and the precision and the throws he can make, not even to mention his legs. I was very impressed by Deshaun Watson, and Clemson is in great position for next year. Mark
Kestecher joins us. Nick Saban, does he go to the pros? What are your thoughts?
I don't think so. I mean, you never know. There's always that itch to scratch that, Rick Pitino really never did again, from his Boston days. The things didn't go well with the Celtics, and he went back to college. I don't know. I just get the feeling, everyone tells me, and I don't know him personally, but everyone tells me, that his wife likes it in Tuscaloosa. She likes the college atmosphere, and he does too, and he's got a great thing going. I mean, just recruiting class after recruiting class, if he can keep getting, good assistants to replace the ones that are going to leave, there's no doubt that, he can catch or surpass Bear Bryant. Maybe that means more to him, total national championships, than, being a huge success on the pro level. But I don't get the feeling that he's going to do it, but, you can never read anything looking at that guy's face and trying to figure out what he's going to do.
Kesty, who the heck is O.J. Howard?
He was just a guy on my depth chart until, he hauled in those two passes or those two touchdowns yesterday and another big catch. I mean, here's a guy who had 2 touchdown catches as a freshman, didn't have any last year as a sophomore, had none as a junior, and, he pulled off 2 amazing plays, and he's going to live in Alabama lore, I guess, if they can remember, discerning between which championship. Oh, that was championship number 4 of the 7 years, O.J. Howard.
All right, so you are nice enough to make a couple minutes for us as you run through an airport, literally. Where are you headed to now? Let's play Where in the World is Mark Kestecher?
Well, currently I'm gone from the G-Gate to C here at Minneapolis Airport while we speak, heading home, and then a couple studio shifts and off to Iowa State for a radio Big Monday college basketball game next Monday. So no rest for the weary, but I count this as my exercise for the day. I just went about 2.5 miles through the Minneapolis airport, walking and talking. So if I didn't drop dead on this call, I think I'll be okay the rest of the day.
I think you've earned a cold one, my friend. Thank you for your time. We appreciate it, brother.
You got it. We'll talk to you soon.